Peace, Earth sign. This is about to be you guys' mid-month reading. Y'all, my hair is so nappy, but I can't get a retwist until October, which I don't know why, because I'm not doing shit for my birthday. Every time I go live, here come 2 clients. I'll get back to that later. Anyways, this is gonna go for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, as well as North Node. Please take the messages as they resonate. Everything is not gonna resonate with you, and roles can be reversed. So, Earth sign, for you guys' reading, I had a strong urge to play some solar plex chakra frequencies in the background. Could be an omen for you guys that you guys need to work on your solar plex chakra. For those who don't know, your solar plex chakra is for like ambition, drive, determination. Most importantly, is for self-discipline, willpower, and self-control. When you struggle with self-discipline, willpower, and self-control, you're going to always want to go to your solar plex chakra. Like for me, every time I know I need to detox and quit smoking, the first thing I do is start working on my root chakra and my solar plex chakra, because I know those 2 chakras is going to help me eliminate my withdrawals. And even if you experience withdrawals, it will help you have the ambition and the determination to overcome them. Not suggesting y'all need to get sober or anything like that. But again, I had an urge to play solar plex frequencies for you guys. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I do not have all my cards on the table. I am in a big process of a big transformation in my life. So, shit's everywhere. I guess we're gonna start with some finances and then dive into general and spiritual messages. All right, thank you, Most High, Ancestors of Spirits. That matched, okay, my intentions for allowing me to get these messages out to your Earth sign. Please excuse my nails, y'all. My natural nails grew so long. I was using this grapeseed oil and shit. But because I've been drinking a lot of teas and using a lot of natural things, my nails became hard as fuck. So the other day when I was moving, that shit literally broke like glass. And it pissed me off so bad, I went back to the nubs. Like, I don't bite my nails, but that shit gets sharp and super hard because of my diet being healthy, somewhat healthy. All right, anyways, Earth sign. The overall theme I have for you guys this message today is self-care. With the self-care card, it says, if you want to live like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty. And see, with this card, and you hear self-care and royalty, the first thing a lot of people would think is like, oh, this is the reason I need to go get a $150 manicure and pedicure. This is the excuse or the reason I need to go out and overconsume or overspend. No. When they talk about you want to live like royalty, you have to treat yourself like royalty. There's a saying that we've all heard before, with great power comes great responsibility. I say that to say, treating yourself like royalty has nothing to do with the money that you're spending on yourself and everything to do with the energy you're pouring into yourself. You are your own garden, Earth sign. And you have to water your garden or your roots is going to die. Your crops are going to die. And I see that with this treating yourself like royalty, this is talking about prioritizing yourself and your wants and needs above anybody else, other than your children, of course. Now, the next card I have coming out is Boss. Gone are the days of answering to anyone else. Your destiny is in your own hands now. And then the last card I have coming out is Unworthy. Do you genuinely believe in your worthiness to obtain the abundance in your desires? This makes sense why I play solar plex chakra for you guys this reading. Some of you guys need to be re-inspired. Some of you guys lost your inspiration. You lost your spark, your motivation. And this could be due to certain plans, ideas, or expectations not falling into order like you assumed they were going to. Or whole plans that you have to throw away and go to plan B about. Whatever the case is, it's like in the recent past, Earth sign, if you experience some type of rejection or defeat, and not with people, this is more so about trying to move, trying to get a car, trying to get a better job, trying to get sober, trying to have more structure, whatever this energy is. Maybe in the past, recent past, you tried to do this and things didn't go as you wanted it to. Something could have been a little bit more challenging than you anticipated. But I do see that the ancestors are telling you to go ahead and continue to pour into your garden. Going back to treating yourself like your royalty, and then the belief in your own worth. That's why I said this card is not an excuse for you to go out and overconsume. I could say there's a misconception about everything in this world. Every single thing in this world, I swear to God, there's a misconception about. Some fool out there has came up with a complete opposite definition of what something originally was supposed to be. It always happens like that, just like the woke word. 7, 8, 10 years ago, woke meant something. Nowadays, being woke is a white liberal. Like, what are we doing? I don't know why. Just some shit that I peeped about Earth. Yin and yang, I guess. But anyways, diving into you guys' message, I do see off the back the ancestors are telling you guys you need to be a little bit more patient with yourself. Especially for those who are anticipating some type of large payout. This could be a loan, a big deposit, a check, back pay. There's a large payout coming. And for some of you guys that I'm picking up on, you already know this is coming. You may just be anxious about it coming, or you may not know the day because of paperwork or its process that you're in right now. Regardless, though, I do see, be mindful of who you're telling about this large payout if this is you. Go into Hermit mode right now. You guys have a few pocket watchers in your energy. With this pocket watcher energy, the ancestors just want you to be mindful who you're oversharing your private information to. Be mindful who you're sharing your process and progress to as well. Because people can't mess up what they don't know. And Earth sign, I do see that there's quite a few delays in your energy. This delays, though, other than you needing to start pouring into yourself more and starting to up your worthiness, these delays definitely could have something to do with the company you're choosing to keep or certain behaviors and actions you evolve back to. I don't know. But I do see a lot of you guys could be a reader. Some of you guys are empaths, tarot card readers. Others of you, you just have natural intuition. Everyone who has a strong intuition isn't a reader. But I see that there's definitely some spirituality here, some occultist energy that the ancestors is trying to align you to. With this occultist energy, though, I'm not talking about like spell books or anything like that. This is more so about a manifestation, visualization, and alignment. All things you need, you end up obtaining through the process of self-care, proper self-care, not overconsumption self-care. Hey, I guess I'll dive a little bit more. My bad, y'all. I did recently quit smoking weed again. If you watch my posts or my lives, you guys know that I have relapsed again. I know I shouldn't use the word relapse. My sister fucking hates it. Stop saying relapse. It's just weed. It's a relapse, okay? Because once you go back into smoking weed and you think, no, I'm just going to smoke and then I'm good, you find yourself smoking every single day again. Weed is a drug, okay? That shit's a drug. But I just recently quit again. I'm on some magnesium right now and some tea, so I'm just like, yeah. Anyways, plus I'm hungry as fuck, y'all, but I'm not supposed to eat till like 3 o'clock today. Anyways, major financial increases here. With this major financial increase, some of you guys, this increase is coming from a new job. There's some job interviews here. Some of you guys already went on a job interview. Others of you may be getting a call back for a job interview. Whatever the case is, I see at this next job or this offer, you're going to be making more money. Some of you guys, there could be like a sign-on bonus or a hiring bonus going back to a large payout. Anyways, I see it right here. Every time I talk about money, stop lending out money. Don't be telling people your money moves. Don't flex. I say it all the time, but you guys have some really strong pocket watchers in your energy right now. And it's like these pocket watchers are watching you experience these job offers, this major financial increase, this large payout. And these people could have their hand out. Again, I've seen delays in your energy, and you could be experiencing delays because you still haven't set up the proper boundaries. So make sure motherfuckers know not to be asking you for shit. Alright, anyways, let me get my shit together. What else do earth signs need to know, ancestors? Some of you guys suffer from a lot of anxiety. So do I, believe it or not. Nobody never believes I have social anxiety until they meet me in person. Well, it depends. It depends. My social anxiety is selective. I don't know how to explain it. It's selective. I could meet somebody today and we could talk like we known each other for 10 years. And then I could meet somebody else for today and I just... Social anxiety, it's an energy thing. Anyways, let me stop talking about me. Anxiety is here. Worry, panic, fear, the feeling of hopelessness. There's something here you guys are doing that is feeding your anxiety. Right? If this is like addictions, attachments, or this is literally the company you're choosing to keep, the entertainment that you're watching, scrolling on social media, something here is feeding your anxiety. And I see that the ancestors are wanting you to get to the root of this. You have profound change here, and old ways won't open new doors. And you're craving this change. Some of you guys are craving this peace. You're craving this freedom. You're craving silence. You're craving a way out of a job, a way out of a home or a marriage. You're craving something right now that almost feels unattainable. But Earth sign, you need to realize that this anxiety, this worry, this panic, this fear is what's keeping these illusionary chains on your feet. You have freedom. Your anxiety is what holds you back. And your anxiety, the ancestors are going to continue to highlight your anxiety until you do something about it. Y'all lucky I ain't got my shit. I do got it. It's way over there. I'm going to show you it because I'm somebody that used to suffer from extreme anxiety. These two right here, I use simple shit. Ashwagandha and magnesium, man. These two right here will change your life. The thing is, I have ADHD, so I be forgetting to take shit. I go 3 days like, why the fuck do I feel off? But it's because I'm not taking my magnesium. Not only that, you really got to take that shit like it's like a daily prescription. Like me, I have mental illnesses or whatever, it's trauma. And one way I live life, especially through sobriety where I'm not drinking and I'm not smoking, that's when I'm on my herbalist shit. That's when I'm on my holistic shit. That's when I'm on my magnesium. So when people are like, how can you just quit weed so many times? You can go 7 months. You can go this. Herbs, vitamins. Literally, you don't need... I'm not a doctor. But you don't need to go to these motherfuckers' doctors' offices. You don't need a prescription. If you suffer from anxiety, why are you just sitting in it? Weed feeds anxiety. If you want to smoke weed without anxiety, get you some magnesium. Like, it's simple. But I see this anxiety is what's holding you back from this profound change because you're not making the necessary moves that you need to make because of fear. Anxiety, worry, panic, hopelessness, that's all fear-based emotions. And fear is also talking about a lack of faith. So either you have a lack of faith in yourself or you have a lack of faith in the Most High. There's a lack of faith when it comes to a positive outcome. And that could be another reason why you procrastinate so much. If you do, if you resonate with this. So it's not that you're lazy. It's not that you're fatigued. You're scared. You're scared of everything. I used to be scared of everything. And when I say scared of everything, I'm not talking about, oh, I'm frightened for my life. It's just you're scared of the challenge. Like me, when I kept telling myself, I'm going to quit smoking again. I'm going to quit smoking again. The only reason I procrastinated to stop again is because I was scared of the withdrawals. I already been through them. I know exactly what to expect when I quit smoking. So my fear led me to procrastination. Whatever profound change this is, maybe this is a new job. And you want a new job so freaking bad. But you won't even start the process of looking for one because you're scared you won't get it. Your fears and your anxieties is making you procrastinate. Your fears and your anxieties is what's holding you back. And Earth sign, I don't know why I feel like a whole ass therapist doctor today, but I'm telling you, if you are someone who suffers from anxiety and you do absolutely nothing about it, what the fuck are you doing? We have the chance to heal ourselves. You don't need a fucking doctor. There is so many different holistic things. If you have PCOS, be careful of taking this because this actually increases testosterone in men and women. But this is still so fucking good. You just have to learn how to switch off your herbs. It's a whole fucking study, man. Anyways, going back to craving freedom, peace, happiness, a way out in silence. Again, as was in, so was out, as was in. If there is a war inside of your head, if there's a war inside of your heart, regardless of what environment you're going to be put into, regardless of the changes that you may be making, regardless of how much you love your next job, you're still going to suffer from anxiety. It's time to do something about that, y'all. teas. You don't have to take a pill. Get some teas, man. They have mindfulness teas, stress teas, sleep tea. They have a tea for every fucking thing. And you can make your own teas. It's actually in the age of Aquarius, in the age of technology, in the age of even AI, there is no excuse for you to have to sit in your suffering when you can heal yourself. You might can't heal every fucking thing, but you can at least heal the basics. This shit right here, so you can go ahead and do what you need to do, so you can get that job, so you can get that new home, so you can start dating again. Some people are in social isolation and calling themselves introverts. You're not a fucking introvert. You have never mind. Moral story is, someone needs to get on this anxiety and stop thinking it's just gonna go away one day. Anyway, focus on your journey and the changes you want to make in your life. Love the life you live and live the life you love. Come on now. You guys have a chance to love the life you live and live the life you love. Take it how it resonates, because I haven't really got into the social settings of this. But for some of you guys, some of your biggest battles have been all self-imposed. Wars going on inside of your head. Wars going on inside of you when it comes to making certain decisions. Wars about if you're good enough. Wars about your worth. But if you can at least quiet that demon, because we all have an angel, we all have a demon, we all have a shadow side. If you can just quiet that demon on your shoulder, you can honestly experience a different quality of life. I don't know. And then I have for the greater good. Your actions just don't affect you. It affects your kids, your family, your community, your ancestors, and your generational legacy and curses. So I definitely wasn't expecting to get on here today, but I'm definitely talking to somebody. It's like the ancestors, someone has a deceased relative, a loved one, but the ancestors really want someone to get on this anxiety. Because whatever you're not changing for the better, it's ultimately going to stay the same and then become worse over time. So, and anxiety is exhausting, man. It is so exhausting to walk around constantly in a state of anxiety. You'll develop so much new energy. There's so much shit. All you got to do is research, man. Research and then trust yourself enough to be able to comprehend the knowledge and heal yourself. All right. Anyways, let's get off of all that anxiety talk. Matter of fact. All right. Outside of that energy, what else does earth signs need to know, ancestors? Oh, so y'all recently blocked somebody, a narcissist. So someone feels rejected by you. Or in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be blocking somebody and they're definitely going to be in this isolation where they feel rejected. You have shattered, or you're fragiling someone's ego right now. Where if this is a narcissistic friend, family member, or romantic partner, I do see that the ancestors want to remind you no response is a response, and that's the kind of response they want you to give this person. Next card out is karmics. Karmic relationships are getting ready to come to an end. We have a solar eclipse September 21st. And if I'm not mistaken, that's also the new moon in Virgo. We just had a lunar eclipse and a full moon in Pisces. That was the start of it. This solar eclipse that we're about to have is going to end up clearing out the rest of this energy before the year is over with. Now, going back to your finance message where I said that sometimes some of you guys, your finances are being affected by the company you're choosing to keep. I didn't even mean to pull this out, but drugs. Someone here that you guys are disconnected from, this person was on drugs. We ain't talking about weed, even though I just said weed is a real drug. But this is more so about like pill popping. This is like cocaine. This could either be alcoholic. Like someone who just overindulges it though, like drinks a fifth of alcohol at 7 o'clock in the morning. Whatever it is, someone is losing the drugs, the lifestyle, whatever it is someone partakes in, it's actually messing up their mental space more than they realize. Next card I have coming out is a negative tower moment. So there's some abrupt changes that are about to be happening out of nowhere. I don't really feel like these abrupt changes are going to be happening for you. I see the promised land is here. Manifestations are here. The ancestors want you guys to work on being happy alone right now. Continue the process of healing yourself and the process of self-improvement. Now, there's an event here, a concert, I know we've been having a lot of I don't know if we've been having a lot of concerts, but there've been a lot of concerts on social media. There's something that's going to be happening at an event, a concert, a party, a kickback. I don't know why I'm picking up this weekend as well. Hold on. Let's put some of these. What is this event, ancestors? This could be what this negative Tower moment and drugs are too. What is this event? Okay, so this took a real big turn. First of all, you guys have a strong water sign in your energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this doesn't have to be a concert. This doesn't even have to be a club. This could literally be like a birthday party or a baby shower as well. This is like a mutual event with family members or friends. But I see there's something here where it's like someone's like trying to put out a false statement or a false report. And like this false statement or false report has something to do with CPS in a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So say if you're going to like a family get together. I don't even know how to interpret this. Say if you're going to like a family get together. Or, again, this could be close friends. Someone is like, why is this giving me vibes of what happened? Y'all see that shit, what happened with Chris Shawn and her sister? I promise you, I do not follow these people. I promise you, I try so fucking hard to stay out the matrix. They force-feeding me this shit, man. But if you haven't seen it, about how Chris Shawn had allowed one of her sisters to babysit her son, and she called CPS and all this, that, and the other. Although Chris Shawn's a water sign, I got water sign here. Again, I'm not reading their energy. Take it how it resonates. This is happening in the media. It's happening in the communities. But this is what this is giving me. A family member lying or trying to call CPS on another relative. And then gaslighting you like, oh, we're just here to help. So with this violence or danger at an event, this doesn't have to be physical violence or danger. This could be like some type of psychological or mental abuse. This could be also the spirit of provoke, where someone's trying to provoke you to get out of character and then they record your reaction. Again, I have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here as well. Take it how it resonates. Everybody is not going to resonate with this. I just used Chris Shawn's situation because they just showed me her face. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard this story before. Yeah, and then I keep getting drug addicts. Someone's a heavy drug addict. I already pulled out drugs. And then I have a stolen car here. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Someone's crazy ass ex could be stealing their car for drug money. I know that sounds crazy, man. Well, if this is not an ex, this could be like someone's romantic partner. Someone's stealing a car. There's something here about a car being stolen, and it has something to do with drugs. Someone could be trying to take a car to like a chop shop or something. I don't know. Your past over loved ones is counting on you to overcome these generational curses. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Give me more confirmation for this negative Tower moment in CPS. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Some of you guys, this situation is going to happen as soon as next week. This weekend or next week, especially if you got invited out somewhere. I see, again, solutions are approaching. You have nothing to worry about. Something's going to happen at the perfect time. It's just you guys need to learn how to be happy alone, because it's like the family members, the friends, or whoever it is you have unconditional love for, they're betraying you, or they're teaming up against you, or they're falsely accusing you of something, or it's just something here that's not resonating. Now, if you are a family member and maybe you do have a sibling that's a drug addict, maybe you are taking it upon yourself to go get your nieces and nephews. I don't know how this resonates, but I see that as far as you, something, if you're resonating with this, solutions are going to be approaching. You're going to be okay. I just see you're going to have to stand your ground and defend yourself. Where if this is like in a courtroom, where if this is towards CPS, or if this is towards a family, you're going to have to defend yourself. You cannot stay silent. That may be why the ancestors want you to work on your anxiety. You guys need to get some cojones. It makes sense, man. It all makes sense. That's why they have me over here showing you magnesium and shit. Some of you guys, this is like a spiritual war. Some of you guys are just going to have to, you're going to have to grow some balls. Someone's going to have to defend them. You're going to have to defend yourself because nobody else is coming in to defend you. You have your ancestors' support. But that's in the spiritual. On earth, you need to have the confidence to be able to defend yourself if somebody's lying on your name. Woo-wee. Anyways, upgrade life changes is here. Come into self-acceptance. Start to accept everything it is about yourself that you need to accept. This could even simply be the fact that you're the black sheep. You're chosen. You're different. I see someone here is still sleeping with their ex. Someone's saying that they're not sleeping with their baby mama. They're not sleeping with their ex. That is a lie. They are still sleeping with their ex. Not only are they still sleeping with their ex, someone's using you. I already said that in your finances, though. You had heavy pocket watchers in your financial spread. A lot of pocket watchers with their hands out. This someone you're dealing with not only still sleeping with their ex, their baby mama or baby daddy, they're taking whatever it is you're giving them and they're giving it to their ex, baby mama or baby daddy. And then the next card out says, you can lie to everyone, but you can't lie to energy most high or karma. So someone's a really good liar, or someone's really good at living a double life. But the scales are balancing, and this double life is about to merge into one. Next card's out. Deep betrayal, hurt, and pain. Focus on what's more important. I really feel like this is this Virgo new moon and this solar eclipse we're coming into. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. But again, upgrade life changes is here. Speak love and light into your life. Love the life you live. Live the life you love. Like, I see that the ancestors is navigating you guys to a better quality of life. But the thing is, some of you guys thought a better quality of life meant more finances and material gain. But no, a better quality of life is a balanced nervous system. I know motherfuckers hate me. I know. Why do I have to be by the book? Because I'm a fucking Libra. It don't matter. You can have all the finances. You can have all the materials. Just like I was talking about with BBLs. You could have that shit. You can go buy a body. That's nothing. But that's still not going to take away your childhood trauma, your low self-esteem, your hypersexuality, and all this other shit. That's just a part of your nervous system and trauma responses. All you doing is putting one big-ass Band-Aid over a wound. That's all it is. No different than BBLs. No different than smoking and drinking. No different than having upgraded life changes. If the guts, the inside, if the internal is not authentically matching the outside, the reality, then you're going to come into some imbalances later on where you're going to be confused why you have everything it is you've asked for. The ancestors have aligned you with all that you need, and you still deal with the feeling of emptiness. You still deal with the feeling of hopelessness. You still deal with anxiety, worry, and panic and fear, because it was never about financially and materially upgrading your life. It was about healing your soul so you can love the life you live and live the life you love. The material and finances is just a bonus. But again, you can't tell that to people who believe in FOMO culture, fear of missing out, who live in a material world, who lives in the matrix. They don't want to hear this shit. But as far as me, I'm going to tell you how to do it the right way. Because the money is going to come. One thing I've learned, and I'm only about to be 30, but money is always going to be there. It's too many ways to make money. So financial assistance, material items, even housing, you're going to always figure it out. But internally, only mentally are you going to experience heaven or hell. Because physically, you're going to do whatever the fuck it is you're forced to do. And I used to tell myself that when I was locked up. When I'm locked up, like, what am I going to do? I'm in this cell. Like, they got guns, they got guards, they got everything. Physically, you're going to do whatever the fuck it is life is going to force you to do. Mentally, it's going to determine if you're miserable while doing it. And it was one of the greatest lessons I came into when I was locked up. Because I ain't never forgot that shit. Nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, and giving back. You guys have a testimony here. And whoever's filling up your cup right now, whoever's inspiring you, even if this is random anointed beings that you meet at the grocery store and gas station, eventually one day you're going to be in their position and there's going to be somebody else looking up to you for help. Each one teach one. So this is bigger than you. This is for your greater good. I already said it's for your kids, your family, your community, your ancestors, your generational curses and legacy. Your actions affect more than you. You have an actual life purpose. All right, let me get ready to wrap this up. I'm supposed to go live for all 4 elements today. What else do I want to pull? I guess I'll pull some more of these and pull some oracle. All right, to conclude, Earth signs reading, ancestors. I can't believe my hair is so freaking frizzy, man. It's just, I'm going to put some mousse on it. That's what made it even worse, putting mousse on it. I don't know. I got like 3 more weeks until it retwists. All right. What else does earth signs? Come on. All right. What else does earth signs need to know? Come on. Both these cards say resentment. Okay. So this also goes back to anxiety. I don't know why earth sign you guys' reading is just giving me anxiety vibes. Go listen to some solar plex chakra. But resentment is destroying you more than it's destroying them. You're becoming poisonous. Resentment turning you bitter, becoming like those who hurt you. Anger, rage, lashing out, draining your soul. You know, I didn't even know I made 2 of these cards. And these is with 2 different markers too. So shit, I guess one day I just was on some resentment shit. This resentment's what's holding you back right now. And I see that there's something here you guys have been patiently waiting on. Again, anticipating new jobs, homes, money, whatever the case is. I see the wait is over. I literally see you're going to be aligned with everything it is that you need. But at the same time, there's something here you need to sacrifice. And that's that anger, resentment, and grudges you're carrying from people who hurt you in the past. I say it, I've been saying it for years. The real goal is to allow your heart to be as light as a feather. And you cannot be as light as a feather when you're out carrying resentment and grudges. Grudges like drinking a cup of poison, expecting the other person to die. It does nothing to them and everything to you. And I promise you, I've struggled with resentment. I don't know if y'all remember all those posts I was making in the beginning of the year. I probably sound like I was talking to myself. But there was just too many bitches I had just pure resentment for. But that resentment was my fault. Because had I spoken up years before certain shit happened, I would have never been holding in all this suppressed anger. So resentment's my fault. Resentment's something we have to take accountability for. Resentment will destroy you, man. It will allow someone to bring out the worst in you. You're saying horrible things to people that you don't even intentionally want to say, but it's that anger, it's that rage, it's that lashing out. And this resentment's about somebody who has offended you more than once. This is a repeat offender. Someone has constantly over and over and over and over and over again has been fucking with you. I don't know if it's romantic. I don't know if it's platonic, but I have repeat offender here. So I see what the resentment's for. We're not saying these motherfuckers is innocent, but I'm telling you, their actions is what's going to make you cold-hearted and bitter. And nobody should ever have that much power over you. So what do? We go back to balancing the nervous systems and staying away from the spirits of provoke. These motherfuckers want to provoke you. If someone's already showed you once before who and what they're capable of, anytime after that is 100% on you. Balance your nervous system. Balance the need for revenge. This is nothing but ego. Resentment is ego. The other day when me and my homegirl was talking about the 7 deadly sins and just like the code in the Bible, every sin is about ego. Every single sin is about ego. You detach from your ego. You eliminate your ego. You're not in that energy. And mind you, I'm not a Christian. So with the sinful shit, I have a different perception on sins. Sins are very fucking real. I mean, if you read the 7 sins, where if you're as Christian or not, anybody with a moral compass will be like, well, yeah, it makes sense. Regardless if you're a Christian or not. 7 sins come from the 42 laws of Maya anyways. But resentment, the sin of wrath, holding on to anger, all that shit is nothing but ego. And a lot of people hold on to resentment. Well, I can tell you why I personally held on to resentment. I held on to resentment because I believe the moment that I let go of the anger I had was the moment the motherfuckers got away with what they did to me. And that ain't nothing but ego. Because Most High sees all. Most High sees all, my ancestors see all, and the need for the revenge, the need to validate that I was done wrong, and the need to I guess, punish this person with my words and abuse, that's all ego. So we hold on to resentment out of fear that people will get away with what they did, not realizing they can never get away with what they did. They treated you wrong. Imagine how they treat themselves. They're their own worst enemy. They're going to sabotage themselves eventually in the long run. The moral of the story is the wait is over for whatever it is you've been manifesting. But I see here that the ancestors are telling you you're going to have to sacrifice this repeat offender and all the resentment you have towards them. And it's a journey. It's not like a one and done process. You write in a notebook and then it's forever over. No, it's a real life journey. But life is a journey and not a destination. In the background, while you're working on your nervous system and you're working on letting go of the past, the ancestors in the background is getting your manifestations together for you. As within, so without. So without, as within. If you hold on to this resentment, this grudge, and this anger, you're just going to continue to create more experiences of you feeling like that. Trauma attracts trauma. And this is not even a spiritual saying. This is a psychologist saying. Like 9 times out of 10, when you endure a very traumatic childhood, you're going to endure a very traumatic teenage and adulthood too, because it's a repeated loop. Trauma attracts trauma. So as unfair as it is, because we're not responsible for our trauma, you have to understand how unfair life is just in general. Just like I had to learn it, like, damn, trauma attracts trauma, and I'm in a never-ending loop of traumatic experiences. Everything just has to be so fucking traumatic until what? I started making peace with my past and stopped walking around confused or like a victim. So I'm no longer projecting a victim mentality, which means I'm no longer manifesting situations for me to be a victim in. And that's why I'll always teach my clients and followers about accountability and self-mastery and this, that, and the other. This shit is not just to sound good. It's about taking back control of your life. And you cannot be in the driver's seat of your own life when you're allowing your emotions to change you. When you're allowing, it's called emotional flashbacks. Go look up the proper I can't even talk. Emotional flashbacks. Go look up the textbook definition of that. But emotional flashbacks, every time you're enduring another crazy or chaotic situation, you evolve backwards to that child or that teenager that first experienced that. You can't change what you don't acknowledge, for one. And in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you come from. And that's why we talk about childhood so freaking much in spirituality. Because if you don't break the cycle of continuing to attract traumatic experiences, continue to attract situations where you're the victim in, well, then that's just the rest of your life. So I see that someone needs to work on their anger, work on their resentment, work on your anxiety. Where do you go? How do you start? Frequencies. Start with a little solar plexus chakra, root chakra, heart chakra frequency. Play it in the background while you're washing dishes. I know this shit might sound cliche, but I've been using sound healing for the last 8 years. And I'm going to be using sound healing for the rest of my fucking life. After sound healing, your diet. Start to eat healthier. I'm not saying you got to be vegan or vegetarian. I'm not. But just start to eat healthier. Start drinking teas of mindfulness. Start eating honey and shit. Start taking vitamins and herbs. Those are literally steps to healing resentment and anxiety. Because what we feed our body, our mind, body, and spirit, that's who we are. Oh, shit. I do gotta hurry up and get off here. I got people coming over today. I got clients. I got so much shit to do, y'all. But I can't prematurely release it. If you see some of my posts yesterday before I deleted them, then you already know what I'm on and what's about to be happening. Anyways, let's wrap this up. And then I got a few more signs to do later. Okay, I guess we just wrap it up with these because I damn sure ain't got my oracle out here. All my fucking cards and bags right now. Trying to lighten my load, but I can't let go of my cards. All right, to conclude Earth Signs reading, ancestors. Come on. Powerful. You have a powerful voice. You're going to be making powerful actions. Your faith in yourself, faith in the Most High, faith in the Holy Spirit or Divine Spirit. Powerful. Your intuition, powerful. Your ideas, powerful. Come back bigger than any setback you ever experienced. Any trials and tribulations you're experiencing right now is simply for growth, not bad karma. Decline the invitations to invite old ways back into your life. If you already relapsed like I did on weed, or you've been overindulging and eating, you've been spending money as quick as it's coming in, look at it as a spiritual attack and wake the fuck up. Decline the invitation to evolve back from behaviors we already grown from. Dharma. You guys have good karma here. You have everything you need to proceed and succeed. Ancestors must know I was in this reading. All positive cards, man. You have everything you need. You have Dharma here. Good karma. You're more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Your anxiety gives you imposter syndrome. Once you start to really focus on healing your nervous system and your anxiety and internal and mental, you're going to be fucking untouchable. Untouchable. Anyways, this concludes your guys' reading. Please like, share, comment, or follow. And until next time, guys, peace.